To fill with the June Jones era ending at Manoa. Where will Coach Mack take the Warriors next? Howard Dashevsky's live at the Manoa campus with more on today's announcement.
Well, Stephanie, everybody expected Coach Mack to get the nod, and he did this morning. KHNL News 8 Sports Director Jason Tang was in the room when the announcement was made, and Coach Mack took the podium as the new head coach.
He did. You know, 2 times he's been here at Hawaii. The first time in 1999, again in 2007, and 2 times Coach Mack has brought us a Western Athletic Conference championship. So he's definitely a proven winner, but despite all the accolades and all the wins he's piled up, he began his new era with a little thanks for his former boss.
Number one, want to thank June Jones. There will be never another June Jones. He is responsible for this. Possibly what I can be is the glue to hold it together so that we can continue on.
And continue the Warriors will. Coming off an undefeated regular season and a berth into the Sugar Bowl, Coach Mack wants to keep the momentum going.
We're right at the point where we can be a big-time football program because people follow us around now. People know our guys. People are excited about our style.
Warrior football is known for its scoring ability, but Coach Mack is known for his defensive ingenuity. However, don't worry about Hawaii losing their offensive identity.
We're not going to change our style. Ron Lee knows the run and shoot as well as anyone. We're going to keep what June has built. There's no reason to fix something that isn't broken.
The hiring of McMackin as head coach has come what sometimes seemed like a chaotic situation, and the players couldn't be more excited with their new leader.
I can tell when he first came in as a defense coordinator, you know, he just got in depth with the team, and even if they're not on defense, you know, he just gets involved with everybody, and I think that's a real great aspect to our team and how he treats us. So I'm really looking forward to this new year that we're gonna have.
And Coach Mack hopes fans will feel the same way.
We've got the greatest fans in the world, and we have to keep them, and we have to grow. We have to continue to grow.
Now some good news for the fans. UH has not raised the price in any of the season tickets, so the prices will be the same. Now the first task for the new coach, Howard, will be to finalize his staff and get going on the recruiting.
All right, no time to waste too, because we're right there in the heart of recruiting season. Jason, thank you very much. Speaking of acting quickly, the university said it would do so, and in fact it did with today's announcement. Of course, June Jones resigning just last week, Monday, and here's a timeline of the events leading up to the announcement. 3 days following the Sugar Bowl, Jones heads to Dallas, or 3 days after, that's right, heads to Dallas to interview for the head coaching job at SMU. Another 3 days go by and Jones gets the job. The next day, UH Athletics Director Herman Frazier fired and accepts a contract buyout of more than $300,000. On January the 11th, a selection committee is named to review applications or recommend a head coach. That process happened yesterday. Now, the committee reportedly interviewed 2 candidates, associate head coach George Lumpkin and defensive coordinator Greg McMackin. And this morning, of course, McMackin becomes the University of Hawaii's new head coach. As for McMackin himself, he's had a very extensive career, and we got the numbers and the statistics to prove just that. The 58-year-old coach's career has taken him to 9 universities and 3 professional teams. He first took over the clipboard in 1971 at Aloha High School in Oregon. He became defensive coordinator at Western Oregon State in 1973. Then McMackin had college stints at Idaho, San Jose State, Stanford, Oregon Tech, Utah, Navy, Miami, and Texas Tech. He began his professional career with the Denver Gold of the defunct USFL, now defunct. He also coached in the NFL with the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. He came here to Hawaii in 1999, then left for Texas Tech, and of course he returned to UH this past year. When June Jones left Hawaii for SMU last week, McMackin immediately became the leading candidate. So the coach gets the job, and he gets $1.1 million per season. And our Interactive 8 web poll asked the question, do you feel the university is paying too much for a new head football coach? To give us your opinion, log on to our website at KHNL.com and tell us what you think. Of course, one of the things Coach McMackin is hoping for is something that June Jones lamented here at the University of Hawaii, and that is the facilities. Of course, state lawmakers last week got a tour of some of the athletic department offices. Today, the legislative session kicked off. Our Leland Kim joins us now with this part of the story. Leland, what is it the lawmakers are hoping to do, and how quickly do they hope to act?
Well, the mood this morning was actually very upbeat. Lawmakers thanked the U.S. football team for bringing national attention to the state, and now they hope to flex their legislative muscle to show the team they mean business. A day of jubilant optimism at the state capitol as the Warriors football team and its new head coach were treated like brand new rock stars. But waiting for them at the Manoa campus are old, rundown facilities.
To us, we've all worked with what we have, and so we've made it happen already without having the great facilities. But it's just important as we move forward to take it to the next level.
After lawmakers got a tour of the campus last week, many pledged to make UH improvements a high priority. And they're not just looking at the athletics department.
We also want to have good learning environments for the athletes and the other students at the university. And some of the facilities are quite dire, in my view.
Torn carpets and missing ceiling tiles are just some of the problems.
You look at the electrical outlets and it's all rusted and corroded, and then you wonder, this is a higher education institution. We just need to do better.
The Warriors' new head coach, Greg McMackin, hopes lawmakers keep the momentum going.
Anything they can do for players, now's the time to do it, because we're riding pretty high right now, and we can keep going.
Lawmakers hope to make some headway by working with the university.
So we're going to need to assess how we can best assist the university, not only cut through their repair and maintenance backlog, but help them with their other facilities challenges as well.
A challenge that's had many people waiting for a long time. Lawmakers say one thing they hope to do soon is to build a building on campus, and that building will house facilities while the improvements are being made. Reporting live, Leland Kim, KHNL News 8.
And so thankful for you giving me this opportunity, and I will work as hard as I can.
Mack is the man, the Warriors' new head coach, in a $1.1 million move that even stole the focus on opening day of the legislature. Good evening, I'm Keahi Tucker. Kim Janala has the night off. Greg McMackin is now the state's top paid employee. The man who began his career coaching the Warriors of Aloha High School in Oregon in 1971 is now in charge of UH's Warrior football team. KGMA9 Sports Director Liz Chun was at the announcement. She joins us with our top story, Liz.
Kiahi, he's been the top candidate with the most endorsements, but Greg McMackin refused to campaign for the job of head coach of the Warrior football program. For the past week, he let his resume do the talking. That is until his interview with UH last night and his press conference this morning.
This was my 40th year of coaching.
From the NFL to college football, Greg McMackin has a lot of experience. And while McMackin is ready to take over where June Jones left off, he's not in a hurry to make a lot of changes.
He is responsible for this. Possibly what I can be is the glue to hold it together.
Coming off the most successful season in UH football history at 12-1, McMackin wants to keep the program intact. He even plans to continue Jones' run-and-shoot offense.
We can be the Miami of the Pacific back when Miami won, because people follow us around now. People know our guys. People are excited about our style. We're not going to change our style.
Defense is what the 58-year-old knows best, having improved UH's ranking on that side of the ball from 93rd in the country to 33rd last year. But being a head coach will be a first for McMackin in nearly 20 years.
I've had some other opportunities, and they just, it wasn't the right thing. But, I wasn't planning on being the head coach at the University of Hawaii.
The promotion moves him from $110,000 a year to $1.1 million a season for the next 5 years. McMackin is now the state's highest paid employee and second highest paid coach in the WAC.
The strength of the University of Hawaii is our people. We need to do everything we can to reward them.
So in itself, do you think the salary is a statement for the University of Hawaii and the direction of this program?
Well, if it's a statement about what's appropriate.
Another condition for McMackin staying instead of going to Southern Methodist University with Jones was the assurance that upgrades will be made to UH's facilities.
It's not going to happen overnight, but it's happening very timely, and I have complete confidence. If I didn't have confidence in that, I'd be in Dallas.
He's definitely the best man for the